It's the go-home week heading into Halloween Havoc. We're going to kick things off here on Raw with Damian Priest. He's got a big match coming up against Seth freaking Rollins for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. He'll look to try to get in a little bit of last-minute work as he takes on Carmelo Hayes. Now, if you've been watching the last couple weeks, you know that Hayes, as well as his partner Trick Williams, have kind of been a little bit of a thorn in the side of the Judgment Day. More specifically with Priest partner Finn Balor. As we've seen both Carmelo and Trick getting victories in singles matches against Finn Balor. Here in this one, Priest trying to look at maybe righting the ship a little bit, balancing things back out, maybe humbling Melo a little bit here. Seth Rollins coming out here to the ring, and Melo capitalizing on the distraction. You've kind of seen Priest be the aggressor in this feud with Rollins, and now Seth here doing a little balancing of his own as Priest really taking off his game by not only Rollins coming out here, but also Melo taking advantage and capitalizing on that distraction. Goes for the cover. And Carmelo Hayes now with victories against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And you got to think that's not going to do anything but anger the Judgment Day even more.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Next, we're going to have tag team action. Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. They will be taking on the team of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY. It's actually the first time that we have seen Gallus since Fall Brawl. After months of a back-and-forth feud with Imperium. It all kind of came to a head at Fall Brawl as both teams met in a War Games match. It was a War Games match that Imperium was victorious in. They're looking to bounce back here. But they're in there with the team that's also kind of looking for a bounce back themselves. Gargano and Ciampa kind of been on the wrong side of some matches here as of late. If they could find a way to come away with the victory here, this would be a great way to snap out of the losing streak and maybe start a winning streak. Gargano with the cover, Coffey in to stop the count. A lot of double team work from both of these teams. Gargano with another cover. Wolfgang in to break it up. And Johnny maybe should have went for a cover there, but he's kind of celebrating a little bit early. This is kind of indicative of the run that DIY's been on. And Johnny wrestling in some trouble here. Swanton from Wolfgang. And that will do it. Another loss for DIY. But a great bounce back performance and victory for the boys from Gallus.
From Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 200.
We got a big one coming up now. We've got Braun Breaker. We will be going one-on-one with our new WWE United States Champion, Braun Strowman. Strowman, who defeated Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship back at Fall Brawl. After a grueling month of battling both Randy Orton and Sheamus to earn that opportunity, he made the most of it, defeating Lashley, becoming the new champion. Breaker, a former multiple-time United States champion. Also, most recently, he was the WWE Intercontinental Champion before Seth freaking Rollins took that belt from him back at SummerSlam. Interesting to note that absent here is Shane McMahon. Shane had been managing Breaker the last few months. It's kind of interesting that he is not out here tonight. Breaker going it alone here as Strowman sends him to the floor. Choke slam. I don't know that Breaker is going to get up here. He will get up, but I don't know that he's going to get back in, and he won't. Braun Strowman will get the count-out victory. And the United States Champion is the winner here on Raw. Next up, we've got Dakota Kai. She will be taking on Liv Morgan. It's also the first time we have seen Liv since Fall Brawl. Fall Brawl, not a great night for her, as she would lose her WWE Women's Championship to Ivy Nile. Much like Gallus, looking to maybe kind of have an opportunity to reset here, bounce back. But Dakota not making it too easy for her. But again, that's the women's division. That's the women's division in WWE. That's the women's division in WCW. The strongest that it's been at any point in our universe. And Liv able to move out of the way. And on any given night, any match, any of these women are capable of defeating whatever opponent they're in there with. And Liv, though, able to weather the storm.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
And maybe for her, be able to take this win and get back to her winning ways.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE
It's time for our main event.
European Championship.
And it's going to be for the WWE European Championship. Not the greatest of timing if you are champion Kevin Owens,
Introducing the challenger.
as he and Sami Zayn will be defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Creeds. WWE management, feeling that Owens has not defended the title in a while, set up this match with Chad Gable. So you got to wonder where Owens' headspace is going to be coming into this defense. He's got a big match later in the week. And so for the last couple weeks, he's been preparing to defend the tag team titles. Now here on Raw, he's got to defend his European Championship. Is this going to distract him from what's to come later in the week? Or is he going to maybe come into this one not fully engaged and fully prepared for Chad Gable? And it also doesn't help that on the outside, in Gable's corner, his Team Angle teammates that are also the same guys that are going to be challenging Owens and Zayn at Halloween Havoc. Good suplex there from Owens. There's Kevin talking to Julius. He needs to keep his attention on Gable. Gable is way too dangerous to be distracted in any way. Gable with the cover. Only gets a 2. And again, we know how good Owens is. We know how dangerous he is in the ring. But when you're dealing with somebody like Gable or Team Angle, you've got to be 100% focused. And he missed on that swanton there. Now Gable dropping the straps. Takes Owens down and puts him in an ankle lock. Not able to get the job done there. But again, a second ankle lock, and he gets it in. This may not be good for Kevin Owens. And Owens forced to tap. Wow, we have got a new WWE European Champion. It's Chad Gable, and now a second piece of gold has come home to Team Angle, this time in the form of the WWE European Championship. Welcome in to the final Nitro, heading into Halloween Havoc. And out first to start the night off, Lyra Valkyria. She's got a huge opportunity in just a few days. She will get her shot at Raquel Rodriguez in the WCW Women's Championship. But to get ready for that match, Lyra went to the most veteran woman on the roster, Natalya, and asked for this match. Natalya obliged. And now here Lyra will get an opportunity to match up. Maybe see where she's at as she gets ready for this huge opportunity against Raquel. Natty, while having not won a championship in the open mic universe, over the course of her career, she is a multiple-time champion. And somebody who's been in the ring with anybody and everybody. And so for Lyra, this could be a good test, but could also be potentially a very demoralizing reality of where she's at. Good reversal there. Big clothesline, then Natty. Lyra up top with a frog splash. Goes for a cover. Only gets a 2. Last week we saw Lyra come out after a match that Raquel had. And dished out a little bit of punishment, a little bit of payback for what Raquel did to her a few weeks before that. And the second frog splash was the charm, and here comes Raquel. Lays out the challenger with that WCW Women's Championship. Raquel gets the last word here on Nitro. We'll find out what happens when we get to Halloween Havoc. Next, we're going to see Eric of the War Raiders. He will be competing in singles action. His opponent will be Big Bronson Reed. This is actually Bronson's second match in a row against somebody who is normally in tag team matches. A couple weeks back, he made very quick work of Angelo Dawkins. We'll see how he stacks up here against Eric. Good block from Eric. The War Raiders, former WCW Tag Team Champions. Tag team division has been on fire lately here in WCW. So many new teams. And when that happens, maybe you don't see the opportunities as often as you'd like, but hey, competition is up. The quality of the matches definitely at the highest level it's been at our time in the universe. And again, you go with that old adage, iron sharpens iron. And that's the case here in WCW. I'll say this, Eric definitely holding his own. Just as we say that, Bronson Reed turns the tide back in his direction. Goes for a cover. Two, you can see the frustration on Bronson Reed. Normally, when he comes out for a match, he's not having to put in too much of an effort, but Eric not going away. Again, another 2 count. Love to see the resiliency. We're getting it here from Eric. And Bronson through the ropes. That is not natural. A big man should not be doing things like that. Now Reed up top, drops an elbow. Again, hooks the leg for another cover. And that one is going to do it. Bronson Reed gets the win, but wasn't an easy night for him. And a great showing for Eric this week on Nitro. Up next, we're going to see Austin Theory. He will be taking on the former WCW Cruiserweight Champion, Ilya Dragunov. For Dragunov, it has been a rough couple months. And he has found himself on the wrong side of the win-loss column as of late, looking to try to snap out of it here. Maybe break the losing streak that he's been on. We saw him last week against Rey Mysterio. While we did see a strong performance out of the Mad Dragon, it was not enough as Despicable Ray would get the victory. Before that, we saw him make a grave error against Carlito at Fall Brawl. Kind of let his anger and frustration that he's been dealing with Legado del Fantasma really get the better of him. Ended up costing him in that Falls Count Anywhere match. And then before that, losing the Cruiserweight title to Santos. It's just been a rough last couple of months for Ilya Dragunov. Good reversal there. Gets Theory up and power bombs him into the mat. Goes for a cover. And that's going to do it. Ilya Dragunov with what seems like his first victory in forever. But this week here on Nitro, snaps a losing streak and gets the win over Austin Theory. Next, we're going to have the ladies in tag team action. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the unholy union. They will be taking on Shotzi and a mystery partner, and Dawn and Fire have been making fun of Shotzi all week, wondering who in the world would ever team up with her. Let's see who her partner is gonna be. Wow. Rhea Bloody Ripley has stepped up, and she will be tagging with Shotzi. And maybe if you're Alba Fire, maybe if you're Isla Dawn, maybe you should have kept your mouth shut. As not only did Shotzi find a partner, but she found a partner that loves to dish out pain and punishment. Can't wait until Shotzi makes the tag and we see what Rhea does here in this one. Shotzi having a little trouble. You got to get... got to find a way to get to your corner and tag in your partner, but really awesome that Rhea stepped up this week to team up with Shotzi. Knee to the face. Needs to try to get to her corner. Maybe went a move too far as now Isla Dawn back in the driver's seat. And Shotzi's partner was just right there. Rhea able to come in and stop the count. Now more double team work from the unholy union. Again, these are two ladies that are used to tagging together. Shotzi and Rhea are not. And finally, Shotzi makes the tag, and here comes Rhea Ripley with some heavy shots to the face of Isla Dawn. Rhea doing what she does best. Now she's going up top. Frog Splash. This is Frog Splash, definitely the move of the night this week. And that is going to do it. Rhea Ripley and Shotzi, your winners. Maybe Fire and Dawn, after the result in this one, will have learned their lesson and not talk trash on social media. Whoa, LA Knight. We have not seen LA Knight since Fall Brawl. He was on the losing end of a Falls Count Anywhere match against AJ Styles with the help of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who of course no longer here in WCW. But we knew that coming out of that one, LA Knight injured. He was going to miss some time, but looks to be back, looks to be in ring shape. And the crowd here this week on Nitro happy to see the megastar. And we know LA Knight's not somebody who's short of things to say. Let's see what LA Knight's got. He says that with Halloween Havoc just a few days away, while he may not have a match that night, he did go to the WCW officials and pitch a proposal, and they have accepted that proposal. And at Halloween Havoc, LA Knight is going to be the special guest referee in the match between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles for the WCW World Heavyweight title. If you're AJ Styles, this can't be good news. Welcome to WCW Thunder. We're just a few short days away from Halloween Havoc. Later in the night, we'll run through all the WCW matches that'll be taking place on that card. But right now, we're heading to the ring for our opening match. And it's going to be for the WCW television title, Apollo Crews. He will get a shot against The Miz. This will actually be Apollo's first title opportunity since joining the universe. We know how The Miz operates. You know he's going to do whatever he has to make sure he walks out of here still the television champion. Apollo looks ready. So does The Miz. Here we go. Apollo right off the bat taking control in this one. Again, when you're dealing with The Miz, it's not so much how it starts, it's how it finishes. And Miz not afraid to bend the rules, not afraid to throw the rule book out the window. Apollo only with a 2 there. Big press slam to The Miz. Frog splash off the top rope, hooks the leg. Again, only a 2 count. I wouldn't trust Miz here. Oh, that's right. Miz taking advantage of Apollo's kindness. And that could end up costing Crews here. Miz setting up for one of his corner knee attacks, and he connects. And that will do it. The Miz will walk out of Thunder this week, still your WCW television champion. Great effort from Apollo, just not enough to get the job done. Next, we are going to have a women's triple threat match between Jade Cargill, Sonya Deville, and Tiffany Stratton. All 3 of these ladies looking to showcase their talents this week. Maybe try to catch the attention of our WCW matchmakers. Sonya and Tiffany, both former WCW Women's Champions. Jade still looking for her first championship in the universe. There is a little bit of a common bond, a common thread between these 3 ladies. That would be Charlotte Flair. Jade, who just came out of a pretty nasty rivalry with the Queen. Sonya, our first Miss Money in the Bank, actually cashed in and won her first championship and only championship by cashing in on Charlotte when she was champion. And then Tiffany would defeat Sonya at WrestleMania 1 to win her first and only championship. Jade would like to join that company in the very near future. A lot of back and forth here from Tiffany and Jade. Tiffy trying to use the ropes as a little bit of leverage, but Sonya able to kick out. We got Jade doing push-ups out on the outside now, finally realizing what's going on. Throws the sledgehammer at Tiffy. Gets Stratton up. Jaded rolls her over, and that might do it. And Jade Cargill, it wasn't easy, but she is the last woman standing here this week. She picks up a huge victory here on Thunder. Next, we got a match that has some implications for Halloween Havoc. It'll be Xavier Woods in singles action, taking on Devon Dudley. And what's on the line in this one, the winner, that team will get to pick the stipulation for their match coming up at Halloween Havoc for the WCW Tag Team titles. Bubba in Devon's corner, Kofi in Woods' corner. And Woods not wasting any time here at the start of this one. Maybe kind of catching Devon a little off guard. Goes for a cover. Now goes up top. Big splash off the top rope. Springboard DDT. Now sends Devon and Kofi grabbing Devon's leg. Bubba coming up to the apron. Referee has seen enough and has tossed both partners, both managers. They have both been sent to the back. It's going to be Devon and Woods with no potential outside interference, and Devon able to strike first. And Devon Dudley picks up the win for his team. And the Dudleys will get to pick the stipulation for their tag team title match coming up in a few days. Speaking of Halloween Havoc, let's run through the WCW side of the card. The WCW World Title will be on the line. Cody Rhodes defending against AJ Styles. As we learned on Nitro, LA Knight will be the special guest referee. With the bad blood between LA and AJ, will the megastar be able to call it down the middle? Drew McIntyre defends the WCW United States Championship against Jey Uso. Can Jey win his first championship in WCW, or will the Scottish Psychopath's reign of terror continue? Lyra Valkyria gets a shot at the WCW Women's Championship. She took Raquel Rodriguez to the limit a few weeks ago. With the title on the line, can she find a way to get the job done this time at Halloween Havoc? In the match we just saw, the Dudleys get to pick the stipulation, and they choose a tables match. So it's going to be a tables match between the Dudleys and the New Day for the WCW Tag Team titles. I am getting word that something's going on in the back. We've got a camera back there. Let's send it to the back. Drew McIntyre attacking Jey Uso. McIntyre still pissed about what happened a few weeks ago, and he has shown that anger over the last couple of weeks. He was kind of making fun of Jey, not thinking that Jey really was on his level, deserved a shot at the United States Championship. Those two would have an impromptu match where Jey would come away with the victory, and since that time, the Scottish Psychopath has made it a point to keep delivering messages just like this to Jey Uso. And really, what's this going to do? All this is going to do is really soften Jey up, which is probably what Drew wants. Jey's not going to go into Halloween Havoc 100%. And that's a very dangerous thing when you're getting in there with somebody like Drew McIntyre. McIntyre has been United States champion for almost a year. Now he's looking for a Claymore here, and he gets it. Welcome to SmackDown. Halloween Havoc may only be hours away, but to get there, we got to get through tonight first. And we've got a main event that I know is going to have some serious implications on the main event for Halloween Havoc. Thanks to The Rock, with his influence and sway and pull with the WWE office, we've got a disgusting main event. We'll get into all that a little bit later in the night. We're going to start things off with Sheamus and Gunther. In a rematch from last week, we saw these two go one-on-one. Sheamus clearly had the pinfall victory. The referee distracted by Ludwig Kaiser on the outside. So this one is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Everyone barred from ringside, so no members of Imperium will be out here for this one. No countouts. We are going to get a winner in this one. And Sheamus definitely feeling robbed last week. But sometimes that's what you get. That's kind of the advantage that Gunther plays with when he has Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci accompany him to ringside. Gunther with the cover. Only gets a 2. And now Sheamus back in the fight. He drives Gunther's face into that ring apron, shoulder tackle from the top rope. Again, no disqualification, so weapons are legal. Now Gunther back in control. Good reversal there from Sheamus. Sheamus looking to put this one away. Knee to the face. Rolls Gunther over. And that's going to do it. Sheamus getting the win that he feels he earned last week. This time coming away with the win to kick off SmackDown. Next, we've got Tamina with Nia Jax in her corner. She's going to be taking on Bayley, and Bayley enlisted the help of Nia Jax's opponent at Halloween Havoc, Becky Lynch. Those two are going to meet in a hardcore match at Halloween Havoc. Extreme Rules. It's gotten pretty nasty over the last couple of weeks. And each lady looking to settle the score. When we get to Halloween Havoc, Bayley only gets a 1. Drives Tamina's face into the mat. You see Nia messing with the turnbuckle pads. Bayley sent into the ropes, ducks. Double clothesline. Now Becky sees Nia get into the ring, so Becky getting into the ring. These two, Halloween Havoc can't come fast enough. And the referee has just tossed Nia Jax out of here. And tossed Becky out of here. So now Tamina and Bayley are going to finish this one up with no distractions on the outside. Big headbutt from Tamina. Goes for the cover after a big splash. Bayley able to get her shoulders up. Tamina not too happy. Good block from Bayley. Now Bayley going up top. Elbow drop off the top rope. Rose plant. And I don't think that Tamina is going to get up from that one. Bayley, your winner, and kudos to the referee doing the right thing, sending Nia and Becky to the back, so neither one could influence the end of that one. Next, we're going to see Joe Coffey. He will be accompanied by his brother Mark and Wolfgang. He'll be taking on the Viper, Randy Orton. Great opportunity if you are Joe Coffey. Well, great opportunity on one hand, but may kind of feel like you drew the short straw on the other, because you're getting in there with Randy Orton. And I don't know too many people that'll walk out of a match, win or lose, against the Viper and not come out of it different than they went in. Orton with some heavy shots. Coffey with a reversal. Referee's doing a lot of replacing of turnbuckle pads tonight. Randy in a bad way. Joe with the cover. Now Randy making a comeback here. Splash off the top rope, hooks the leg. Only able to get a 2. Now Randy making his way around the body of Joe Coffey. Dishing out the punishment all around. RKO! Hooks the leg. And Randy Orton gets the win. Congratulations to the Viper. Now let's run through the WWE side of the Halloween Havoc card. We talked about it earlier. It's going to be an Extreme Rules hardcore match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. Who is going to get the final word between these two? The WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defend their championships against the Creed brothers. Can the Creeds take another championship from Kevin Owens and bring it back to Team Angle? In a first in the open mic universe, we will have our first underground match. Seth freaking Rollins defends his Intercontinental Championship against Damian Priest, and the only way to win is knockout, submission, or referee stoppage. Then our main event, the High Chief, The Rock, takes on our WWE World Champion, Jimmy Uso. It has been an emotional roller coaster the last couple of months. Since The Rock's been back, we thought he was with Jimmy. He turned on Jimmy. He wants all the power. He now controls the bloodline. And he's looking to take that World Heavyweight Championship away from Jimmy Uso. And it's going to start here in our main event. As we said earlier in the night, The Rock, responsible for this main event. It's going to be our world champion, Jimmy Uso. in a 1-on-3 handicap match against Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Absolutely disgusting, number one. Number two, what the hell are the officials from the WWE thinking? I get it. They're excited. The superstar, the Hollywood star, The Rock is back. But Jimmy is your champion. Why would you put your champion in this position to appease The Rock? Unless maybe they want Rock as the champion. I get it. On the surface, Jimmy doesn't look like maybe the guy you want on the marquee, the guy you want on the poster as your world champion. He's not a huge star. But since SummerSlam, since he endured and defeated the Tribal Gauntlet, defeated Roman Reigns, became world champion, the WWE Universe, they have gotten behind Jimmy Uso. They have become emotionally invested in Jimmy Uso. I get it. The Rock is back. Maybe for them, they think that's good for business, and that's all fine and good. But why would you put your world champion in this position hours before the biggest title defense of his career? This may be the only time that Jimmy Uso is a world champion. And you have literally set him up to fail. Jacob with a splash off that middle rope. And at this point, they're just toying with Jimmy. Jacob with the cover. That is going to do it. No surprise, the Bloodline with the win. And good luck to Jimmy. He's going to need it. Who knows what the Bloodline is going to have in store for him when we get to Halloween Havoc. Oh, look who it is. It's The Rock, the High Chief, coming out to show his approval.